So I'm reading through more of your comments. So what did you have that you bought a big bag of? Was it nuts? What was it, Misty? Fresh olive oil, so good. What a difference, right? Yes. Whole grain. Oh, yes, yes, yes. So when my first grinder quit, I have a Vitamix. So I did like about a half a cup at a time, and I would pulse it to grind it up. It got it pretty good. Um, it did a pretty good job because that's such a powerful blender. Maybe I'd put a cup in there, but don't put too much because you don't want it to heat up because then it's going to stick together and we don't want that. But you could try it in that too. Kimberly recommended, yes, yeah, try that. Um, Not rose, but something else. Yeah. And it's such a light flavor of rose. Like you're almost like, oh, what is that? But yeah, you could do something else. Okay, what's too sweet for you, Kimberly?
Horchata.
Horchata. Yeah. Well, and you can cut out the sweetener in it
Yeah,
for sure.
I'll try it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a huge sweet person. I'm more of the savory. So yeah, kefir. You could definitely do kefir for sure. Yeah. And that's a great uh probiotic, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
We make our own. It's super easy. I mean,
mhm.
yeah, you just get the grains and you can buy those online, or I got mine from somebody, like a friend of mine in Alaska sent me some of hers.
Oh, nice. I actually need to get some. Now, have you ever heard of water kefir?
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't tried that one yet. So we're gonna try that one.
It is
We're
so good.
That's on our list of things to we have a whole list of things we want to try, or
Mhm.
so that's on our list. I was gonna say, with the challah, we should
Mhm.
find a recipe for soaked challah, because not everybody has a a starter, but you could soak your grains, because they're healthier for you. It it makes it more bioavailable and
Mhm.
easier to digest. So we
Right.
should find a recipe for soaked challah, because not
That's a
everybody
good
has a
idea.
starter.
Yeah, that's a great idea. In fact, it breaks down the phytates. That's what you're talking about, right? To be
Yeah.
able to digest it better. Yes, agreed. And so before I started doing the um, sourdough,
Mm-hmm.
I would make up my bread on like Wednesday or Thursday and have it in the refrigerator, make up the dough.
Mm-hmm.
And so have you ever heard of Sue Craig?
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
who you're talking about. I can't.
Okay.
And she does the blender cooking.
Yeah. Yeah. And so that's what got me learning about it like 20 some years ago.
Yeah, me
And
too.
yeah. And so just having that made up in advance, like before you cook it, before you bake it, like I think that begins the breakdown as well.
Yeah.
Saying, so yeah, if they don't have a sourdough, they could, use any recipe, just make it up ahead of time, you know, because then it's breaking it down.
When with the einkorn and the ancient grains, you don't really have to soak those, because they
Mm,
break down better. So if you could
hmm.
also find an einkorn recipe for challah or whatever, because you
Yeah,
don't have to soak those necessarily.
that's true. That's true. And spelt is another one that's
Yeah.
good for that. Yeah, and I've used spelt a lot. I have einkorn and I've used very little bit of it. So I'm excited to, with putting this together, get that going again. Get on that einkorn because it's supposed to be really, really good. And I actually have, when you have the grain, like you're saying, you could sprout. I'm gonna try sprouting it and then put it in my dehydrator and then you'd have to blend that up in your blender, not through your grinder, depending on the grinder you have.
Oh, that
Mm.
reminded me. So you could make your coconut. So get your coconut, unsweetened coconut. You can buy it like bag at organic unsweetened coconut at
Uh-huh.
Walmart or whatever. And put 1 cup of the coconut, 1 cup of water, and blend it and make your coconut milk. And then spread that on a baking sheet, the pulp that comes from it. And then
Mhm.
you can make your coconut flour or use it to sprinkle on top of things or whatever.
Yeah. And I love toasted coconut.
Yep.
So good.
So anyway,
Okay.
sorry.
Yeah. No, it's good. Good ideas. Well, that's what thinking outside the box, Make what you like. Take a Sunday, do it as a meal prep, make up some of those things, whether it's granola so that you have it, during the week. And granola lasts, like it doesn't, if you put it in a tight sealed container, you're good. And then you've got it
Mhm.
for, a few weeks.
Yep.
And yeah, the coconut. So this young man that we know back probably 5 years ago, he he said, "Here, you guys got to try this." And he makes up paleo snacks, and he had different flavors. And he went to physical therapy school, was doing all that. So he didn't get it started, but he just did it a couple months ago, and he's like putting it out there now. And he uses coconut as his base. So it's paleo, it's um what's the other one? I guess it's keto friendly as well. But like what is it when you can't have grain? Why am I not
Celiac,
celiac and
gluten free.
gluten-free? That's what it is. Yeah, I'm like, what in the world? I cannot think of it. Gluten-free. Um yeah, it's so tasty. And I'm like, is he gonna do another flavor? We were with my daughter yesterday and we all know him. And she's like, I don't know, but this stuff is so good. And we all had some yesterday. It's just delicious. So coconut, think outside of the box, Like you say, take your coconut, soak it, and then make it into a flour.
Well, we were
Mhm.
vegan for a while. We did vegan for a while, and we made a lot of coconut milk, a lot of
Yeah.
almond milk, a lot of cashew milk. We
Yes.
made a lot. So we had to figure out what to do because you don't want to throw that stuff away. So we had to
Right.
figure out what to do with it. And so you make cashew cheese, you can make cashew uh what is it? Fettuccine Alfredo sauce.
Yes, I've made that
Um
before.
yeah, it's
So
so
good.
good. Yeah. And use
Yeah.
the cashew milk or the coconut milk or whatever.
Mhm.
And yeah, you dry the pulp on the put it in your oven at the lowest setting for a little
Mhm.
while or dehydrator, and then
Mhm.
you can make that into the flour. Um,
Yum. So probably on like 160, 150.
yeah, it depends on how low your yeah. Some of them don't go lower than 200.
Right. Yeah. And I think just this past week I was watching someone make granola. And they said that they put their granola in the oven on the lowest setting, like 150. I don't think it was less than that. And they do that for like 6 hours.
Oh yeah, well,
I was like, "Huh." Because usually the recipes are like, 350, 20 minutes, stir it, 20 minutes, until you get it to the color that you like it,
hmm hmm
And but for that really light color, they do it uh on a really low temp for a longer period of time. I was like, that's interesting. I'll have to try that.
yeah. I have a gazillion pounds of oatmeal. I need to make some granola.
Have you ever tried steel cut oats? That's another way to make oatmeal
That's
or oat
that's what
milk.
we buy.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. That's all we buy because, well, the still, if you're going to buy oatmeal for food storage, you want to do the steel cut oats because they last longer.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah. Good stuff. All right, Linda, do you have any questions, any thoughts? We'd love to hear from you.
I'm in Alaska and I came in late because it's early here. And so I didn't get to hear your presentation. I mean, I came in quite late. I'll go
Okay.
back and listen. Thank you, though.
Okay, good. Yeah. Oh, enjoy Alaska. Beautiful. Gonna whale watch?
We'll probably be out there on the water sometime and we'll watch it.
Yay. Have a
are you on
beautiful time.
vacation?
Oh, no, I live here.
Oh, I love Alaska.
I've never been. I want to go.
It's absolutely beautiful, except the mosquitoes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know there was when I was there, there's a joke like the mosquitoes are, as big as birds and they're the state bird of Alaska.
Oh.
They're not really a
Oh,
problem. They breed where there's water. You just have to stay away from swampy areas, and there's usually a light breeze. I don't really have too much trouble with them. I mean,
oh.
if you go into a forest or something where there's water, and you can get uh, a lot of them. But
Now, what's your last name, Linda? Is this
Wagoner.
Wagner? Okay.
I was in North Pole.
Oh, yeah, way up north.
Yeah.
Wow. Did you live there?
Me, no, my dad did, and I would visit. Yeah. He was in
Wow.
he was in the military up there.
Okay. Wow. The things you learn. I never would have thought that there would be mosquitoes in Alaska. So is it like just June or July that they're out and crazy?
Yeah, the summer months pretty much.
Okay. Hmm. I guess I just never thought about mosquitoes being there.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I
So
don't
how are
know.
you?
I
Go
grew up
ahead.
in Colorado, and there were mosquitoes there too.
Yeah, yeah. Huh. So how are you going to celebrate Shavuot, Linda?
Well, I have been counting the Omer,
Mhm.
which has been new. I'm pretty new. I belong to a small fellowship, and we'll probably do something. But I am gluten free, so I haven't been. I want to listen to your presentation because I don't eat a lot of bread or
Mhm.
anything like that. So uh, I'll just have to see. I'll probably just celebrate it with my fellowship more than anything.
That sounds like
Because
fun.
my husband's not a believer, so we're not going to do anything.
Mhm.
Uh, my kids are all grown and gone, and so I'll do something with my fellowship.
Good. That's exciting. Very
Yeah,
good. And he's not a believer yet. He's got
right.
you, so he'll see it walked out.
Yeah.
And you know, we pray, we trust. That's
Yes.
good. Good. That's awesome. Well, enjoy. Enjoy.
When will you post this? Will it be in
It
a?
Go ahead.
Where will it be in the Rooted Cafe and the?
Mhm.
Okay.
Sydney will probably get it put up into Kajabi, the platform, um, sometime this week.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't know where else she will post it if she will, but I'll make sure that she has it, posted so that we know where to find it.
Okay. Very good.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And
I
I usually have office hours after my class, like a day or two later. So if you have any questions, um, you can always contact me once you watch it. We are taking a break from office hours right now, so you can always reach out to me to uh, if you have questions, and we can set a time together. And then I do other office hours during the month as well. So you could always join me on there.
Great. I do use essential oils quite a lot. I've been using them for years, so I know.
Good,
So
good.
I'll be interested to hear your
Yeah. And do you
thing.
use what kind?
Well, I used a doTERRA's. I don't know. I mean that, but I used lots of. I use my little diffuser, and I mean, if I have a cold or anything, I use more of them. But I mostly am pretty healthy. So I just like wild orange
Mm,
diffused, or I use lavender a lot. I love lavender. um,
yeah.
uh, Skin and bathing and things. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, good, good. Well, yeah, go back and listen to some of the other ones as well. And, like I say, let me know if you have any questions.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
All right. Have a blessed Shavuot.
Hmm.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye. All right.